Well, after weeks of dry conditions, farmers across the Triad, they are finally getting some relief from the recent rain. Local growers say the rain has helped revive soil moisture and support crops that were starting to struggle during this drought.
Oh, yes. While they say irrigation helped them through the worst of the dry spell, many farmers are now hoping the weather stays consistent as the growing season continues.
WFMY News 2's Hannah Hill is speaking with a farmer this morning about the relief the rain has brought. But Hannah, has it been enough?
That's right, guys. It's a good question, and honestly, I'm finding this morning that there are a lot of layers to it. So to give us some context and help us understand, let's go ahead and bring in Miss Rhonda with Ingram Farms. So Rhonda, it has been pretty much a roller coaster of weather for months and weeks. Talk to us a little bit. Let's start with the drought. So how did that impact your crops specifically?
Strawberries specifically loved the dry weather. Thankfully, we had a water source that could keep them watered, but they've enjoyed the dry weather. But that's not fair. We have to share the weather with the rest of the crops. So strawberries don't like water applied to them. They do like it at their roots, and that's what we do.
And then that's strawberries specifically, but you had mentioned with the drought and other crops, it's the complete opposite side of the coin.
That's right. So if you're able to drip irrigate or overhead irrigate, then you can sustain your crops. But a lot of crops are not able to do that. Maybe some of your field crops, your soybeans, your corn crops, things like that might be more difficult. Your hay. People forget hay. Well, your hay crop needed to be growing when we were dry. So hay feeds your livestock. So your spring hay was very, very low.
One thing just leads into another, like a domino effect.
It is very much a domino effect. You're going to be playing catch up all year. A lot of these crops should have been put in the ground, but it was too dry. They couldn't even work the ground up. So some of your field crops should have been planted. Now they can, but we're approaching June. They're a month behind what they would have liked to have gotten done.
Right, so we're behind. We have had several days of rainfall, which is good, but so has that helped? Like, how are the crops looking now?
So that rainfall was very spotty. There was a sufficient, an excessive one on the north end of High Point the other day. It didn't rain any here. So even though we have had rain, it's still not a broad coverage of rain if you're saying, oh, it got you here, but not you over here. So it's still going to be playing catch up because if you see our pond behind us, it's nowhere near full.
Yeah, and if we can zoom into the pond, you can see there's like a white area where typically the water level is, and now it's way below that.
Right.
And last question I have for you. So looking ahead to the summer, you talk about North Carolina's summer, girl.
Yeah.
Like super hot in July, super hot in August. Where's your head at? Are you worried?
You don't worry, you just do. So as long as we have the pond, strawberry season, we still have maybe 2 more weeks on, so we will direct our irrigation sources to other things like the blackberries or the summer vegetables as far as here on this farm. For us, moisture has to be a part of planting next fall. Strawberries are planted in the fall, so if we don't get sufficient rainfall to fill the pond up, then we start looking at ways that we need to maybe not waste water or choose how we water it, because this is a long way from being over as far as the dry weather or the dry conditions.
Right. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate our farmers, and we appreciate all that you guys do, and we are here for you.
Thank you.
And for waking up early as
well. Yes.
All right, guys, we'll have more coming up in our later shows, and we will see you then. For now, live in High Point, I'm Hannah Hill, WFMY News 2.